Hello everyone, I'm back and I miss you all. Okay, so now we will get back to our world's best pocket fairy tales from Nido, and today we're going to be reading Rapunzel. This is one of my favorites. Remember the Ladybug storybooks? So let's hear it from this pocket book. Once upon a time, there lived a man and his wife who had everything except a child of their own. They waited and waited, but no baby was born to them. Behind the couple's home was a garden filled with lovely flowers and delicious vegetables. And close by high walls, no one dared to go near the garden, for it belonged to an ugly, selfish witch. One day, the wife looked out from her window and saw the delicious vegetables. Oh, how she would love to have some of it! Day after day, she would gaze longingly at the vegetable garden. She became thin and pale, and she would not eat any food. Her husband grew worried. One evening, he climbed over the wall and collected a handful of greens. His wife ate them with such relish that next evening he gathered some more. But this time, the witch caught him. She demanded that if his wife ever bears a child, they would have to give her the baby. The man had no choice but to agree. The day came when the wife gave birth to a healthy baby girl. True to her word, the witch came to collect the child. The baby was named Rapunzel. She grew up to be so beautiful that the selfish, envious witch locked her away in a tall tower, where no one could see or admire her. The tower had no doors and no stairs. Rapunzel's only link to the world outside was one small window at the top of the tower. Every day, the witch would stand under the window and shout, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair!" And down would go Rapunzel's long, thick braids for the witch to climb up on. Then one day, a handsome prince passed by the tower and heard Rapunzel's beautiful singing. Not knowing how to go up the tower, he would return to that very same spot every day just to hear her sing. Once, the prince chanced upon the witch as she was shouting the passwords. As soon as the witch had gone, the prince likewise said, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair." Rapunzel again threw her long golden braid down the window. Imagine her surprise when she saw a handsome prince instead of the witch. For several months, the prince visited Rapunzel. Soon, he won her heart. But one day, the witch found out about the prince. She was so mad, she cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair and carried her off to the desert. When the prince came to visit his beloved, the witch placed the thickest end of Rapunzel's braided hair on a hook above the window and threw the rest of the hair down for the prince to climb on. The prince was horrified to see the ugly witch instead of his beautiful Rapunzel. Before he could do anything, the wicked witch pushed him out of the window into the thorn bushes below. The prince was not killed, but the thorns scratched his eyes and blinded him completely. For years, the blind prince roamed the forest in search of Rapunzel, until one day he came to the desert, where he heard a sweet singing voice he knew so well. Running and stumbling, he followed the voice until he found his beloved Rapunzel. Rapunzel cried with joy and pity when she saw her blind, beggarly looking prince. As she embraced her prince, two large teardrops fell into the prince's blind eyes. All at once his sight came back, and he was able to see Rapunzel again. The years of suffering were now behind them, and off they went to the prince's castle, where they lived happily ever after. The story of Rapunzel teaches us that sometimes we have to overcome many hardships before we can finally win our happiness. Condensed from the original tale of the Grimm brothers. I hope you loved it too.